Hey everybody, I'm Michael,
I'm Sam.
and this is Bro
Brosis
Sis Synopsis.
Synopsis.
So you may be noticing it's different.
You can tell I'm where we usually are,
And
and
I
Michael
am not.
is not.
I am out of town. I'm in Los Angeles, and I am working at the NBA All-Star Game. Hey, so fun. But
And
we
I'm
can't
just
miss an.
home.
Well, yeah, you're home, thank goodness. And we found a pocket of time that we were able to record this, and we weren't going to miss an episode. Hello.
Ab-
Just because we're not
abs-
together doesn't mean we
Absolutely
can't
not.
make this work. Yeah. Today's topic, we are going to continue the part two that we mentioned about parallels that we are noticing in these different pieces of work that are nominated for Oscars. And that is going to be our main theme today. So let's get into it.
Dive right in. Super excited to
Yes.
talk about the parallels. I know
Yeah.
I kind of started talking last week about um, the parallel between Surratt and Hamnet and
Yes.
having these children and these parents and what that looks like when one child is going through something or you're having to protect them or you're trying to find them. For Surratt, it was trying to find the daughter. And then for Hamnet, the daughter was sick. Well, she wasn't necessarily sick, but she had a hard birth. And so her mom said she's going to protect her at all costs. And so there was just this heavy focus on one of the children
Hmm.
instead of the other. And then it just so happens that both died.
Yeah. And it's crazy. I'm just now realizing this, which is funny. The not only was it the other child passed away, um, but it was the son. So we're focusing on the daughter that had some kind of drama. Sarat, it was the girl was missing. With Hamnet, it was the girl that was had a rough birth, but also did get that plague, did get sick later. And so really all the focus was on her. So all this focus on the daughter and then the son dies. So like what were the chances of two movies in the same year doing that? And they
And
both oh
to
yeah.
to add on to that is even both sons giving up their life. Like they,
Like accepting the what we're doing here, like taking
yep,
it on with full force, with positive fervor, like really being in it, accepting that we need to put this focus, and I'm here for it. I'm stepping up to that.
even, and like you think as a parent, you're like, oh, I would die for my kids. And look, both brothers
The
died
brothers,
for died for
it's
their
so
sisters.
much. It's
So
so
much.
much. Oh my goodness. And you got two siblings right now doing a show who are very close. So when you start fucking with siblings and shit, it gets real heavy for us. As you're all
Really heavy.
if you're tuning in with us, you're going to find out real quick what our relationship is. So
Absolutely.
imagine us then having to discuss sibling deaths in movies.
It hits a lot of buttons, folks.
Like beep, beep, boop, 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 boop. Yeah, yeah, big time, big time. Uh, awesome. So another parallel that is not as heavy but very dramatic is the parallel that's in If I Had Legs, I Would Kick You and The Ugly Stepsister. So once again, spoiler alert, if you didn't already know, we're going to talk about things that happen in these movies that are pivotal. But If I Had Legs, I Would Kick You. The mother is taking care of her daughter who has, it seems like, some sort of eating disorder, has been dealing with, and this daughter is young, 11 or 9, or like really young, and is severely underweight. And what's really interesting is you never see her really throughout the movie. But she has a tube connected to her belly button to feed her because she won't eat. And so there's this process of seeing how the mom is dealing with being a mom in general, kind of being a mom on her own because the husband isn't great in his father duty. And that's how it's being depicted through her eyes, because maybe he is, because they kept showing things where he'd be like, yeah, it's just this, it's just this
Mm-hmm.
issue, making light of things. And you're like, he's trash. Or does she have a distorted, because she was kind of losing it too. Anyway, all at the very end, the mom is so sick of dealing with this situation that she ends up pulling out this tube that is feeding her daughter to end this whole process that they're in. And it's so insane because it's just feet and feet of this medical tube through her belly button. And it's really aggressive. It's really graphic. It's really intense.
Very
And
intense.
that doesn't do justice to the movie. So definitely watch the movie because that doesn't even, yes, it spoils that it happens, but
Mm-hmm.
I can't even do justice what they did. Then flip to the ugly stepsister. You've got it's a depiction of Cinderella in a way, and we're really following this stepsister who, funny enough, at the beginning isn't really ugly. She's actually
No.
pretty beautiful,
Mm-hmm.
but she's not up to like the Barbie doll picture that everybody is saying you should be. Society's, look.
Mm-hmm.
So she's a little curvy, and so one of the insane things that she does to make herself beautiful is to take a tapeworm egg that will grow into a tapeworm to eat the food that she's eating so that she gets thin. Obviously, we know that's going to go left.
Unhealthy behavior.
Unhealthy behavior. And of course, at the beginning, it works wonders. Loses
Mm-hmm.
the weight, looking real good.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome. The other things that she does, looking real good. Well, of course, this all falls apart. And I don't know if people are familiar with the Grimm brothers stories, but this is what it's derived from. There, a lot of the fairy tales that we know and love have these old versions, more like the first versions of these stories are really dark. And this one is one of them. And so at the end of this one, when all falls apart, she doesn't get the prince. Cinderella obviously does because we all know the story. That doesn't spoil anything. Well, now she needs to rid herself of this bullshit that she's got
In
all over
her.
her, in her, on her, everything. And it's real. That scene is really funny, dramatic, but also kind of funny. All the things that fall off of her or come up, all the beauty that she's added, just like all get ruined basically so that it's not there and she's worse off than she was before. So her sister ends up helping her take out the tapeworm, but she gets her to throw up, right?
Well,
Oh,
it's
it's the
just
antidote.
happening.
It's the antidote. She
Oh,
takes,
yeah.
that's right. She takes a reverse antidote to get this thing out of her, which makes her throw it up. And again, it's this feet and feet of pulling this disgusting, massive tapeworm out of her. And it's so aggressive. It's so aggressive
It's so aggressive, guys.
that you, yeah.
I like it's the thing where you want to look away but you can't, but you do sometimes, but you still keep coming back and it's still happening.
Because it's so long.
It's
It's
so
so long.
long.
Yeah.
It's the biggest
So
tapeworm ever.
yeah. So how crazy the chances. Two totally different stories. The with the other parallel that we talked about, there's like similar theme and storyline to those two. These were two completely different stories, timelines, genre of movie, everything. But this picture of pulling some kind of rope shaped thing.
Mm-hmm.
One, funny enough, they're opposite. One is feeding the person. The other is depriving
Eating.
the person, eating.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically eating the person. So the chances of that. So that was cool. Like I felt because
Mhm.
I think we feel the same that we both liked those movies. Those were
Yeah,
both all four of those movies are movies that are in our like the nominations make
makes
sense.
sense.
Are they all our favorites? Not necessarily, but were they great movies? Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely should be on the list.
Mhm.
So that was fun.
That I feel like it's not planned, obviously, it
Right.
can't be, and so how cool to catch those parallels throughout this process. Because I don't
Mhm.
think last year we had parallels like this at all.
No. No. Mm-mm. If
So, it
we
was
were
cool.
blind to them, if there were, because no.
I think there was more of a theme last year, uh,
Messages and like,
hitting
yeah.
you in the full gut. Not saying that there not some of that here, but there was way more last year. So then this year, just totally different types of themes of
Hmm.
movies, and then boom, these parallels, and how ironic.
Ironic. Yes. Yeah. And then I guess this is the most recent one is the parallel of stories that we're seeing in some of these movies that feel like the same movie. And
Yeah.
that's frustrating. We're getting frustrated with the Academy because there are a lot of movies that didn't get nominated that have very original stories that could have easily been a part of this group that didn't
Hmm.
make it in at all. And I just feel like there are several movies. I just watched, gosh, how many movies did I watch? And I feel like I've watched somewhere around seven of the works on our list, and it was like I'd watch a movie and I'm like, oh, it's this movie again, just in this language, or oh, it's this movie, but it's in this time period, but it's the same story, you
Hmm.
know? And so I'm like, that I'm not thrilled about. That's kind of
Hmm.
bothering me because then I'm like, oh, okay, so we're just rewarding the same story being told in a different light. That's not as fun. Whereas last year, it was all different stories.
Right.
So,
I know. It's been an interesting watching all these movies, because we've done a lot of work within the last, what, probably 2 weeks, watching
yeah.
a handful of movies, and you just want to have, I feel, if you're going to if you're going to put a bunch of different movies up against each other, you want to have diversity.
Yeah.
You want to have,
Yes.
and not saying that the stories aren't a little bit different, but I guess is it the underlying piece of it too that feels the same? Like, are we supposed to be feeling the same, and which one made us feel the most of it? I don't know.
Sure. Right, right. Yeah.
I don't know if that's like what this is, and I don't know if I like that.
I
Because
don't like it as much as last year's feeling,
yeah.
because I really liked that struggle of, oh, that was a really good story and that was a really good story, but how am I supposed to pick which is the winner? So then you start nitpicking and you're like, okay, I really liked the way that this one was edited. I really liked the acting or the execution better. Like, so then you're able to kind of do this tally mark thing on each side to then
Mhm.
decide which one you liked better. Whereas this one, I'm just like, nah, it's the same story
Right.
again. And y'all,
Right.
like, I don't really want to do which one was better of the same story
Totally.
because I came out of it feeling the same way.
The only, so far right now, I think the only category that is giving that is the short films. I believe it is
Of the just the short films, regular films, not documentary or animated, just short film.
just the short film
Yep,
category. I think is giving that what it was last year,
all
where
diverse. Everything
all
is different.
diverse. It's like what hit, you're having to really tally on what hit the hardest, what
Yes,
meaning like struck you the most,
yes.
what. really drove something home that needed to.
Yep.
But the best pictures, I'm like, I'm still at Sinners at this point.
I'm still at
However,
Sinners. Hmm.
I do still have one more, The Secret Agent,
Yes.
which
Yeah.
it's feeling like it's going to be the same. I'm keeping my mind open, but at this point, I'm just feeling like Sinners is still, I think, my number one at this point because it's original. It's not giving the same story. It's the only one that isn't doing that at this point.
Hmm. Yep.
So ain't mad at it. Let's go Sinners. Right
I
on,
mean, we've
sweep
been
it.
like this from the beginning. We've been like this from the beginning,
Exactly.
so it is what it is.
We knew what it was from the beginning,
Yeah.
and that's good. I
Mhm.
it sh- I all my flowers I give to them because
100%.
they deserve
100%.
that. So
Yes. Well, our next big event is the SAG Awards, March 1st.
yes.
So we do have one more Wicked nominated situation with that, which is exciting.
Hmm.
So go Ari.
Let's go, Ari.
Let's go,
Come on,
girl.
girl.
Pull one in. And then it's the Oscars after that. So we,
Hmm.
we have a little bit more work to do because we want to, as you know, we want to be finished by the time we get to the Oscars. We will, don't you worry. And we would
Absolutely.
love to hear, like, where are you guys at in your journey? If you are going on this journey, what do you like? Are you seeing things? Are you liking things? Are you hating things? We would love to know
Hmm.
because we can talk about it a lot. So we want to hear from you.
Yeah, definitely let us know. Put it in the comments. Even if it's just movies that you really liked that you didn't think you'd like, or just based on the synopsis.
Yeah.
That's always fun.
Yeah.
It's fun to be excited about, right?
That's
So
cool. All right. Well, we
awesome.
will see you again next week right here on Bro Sis
Sis
Synopsis.
Synopsis.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.